Barrel K through Woodbury, but slow into Nyack and over the Barrio Como Tappan Zee Bridge westchester bound. We've got a crash reported on Route 6 eastbound at Route 17 in Harriman. And you got to leave extra early if you use Metro North Hudson Line trains bound for New York from Poughkeepsie and Beacon. Trains leaving 3 to 5 minutes early due to track repairs and limited service north of Beacon. This report is sponsored by GetRefunds.com. Ready to get your business the help it deserves? Find out if it qualifies for ERC assistance in less than 8 minutes. Up to $26,000 per employee could be waiting. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started. I'm Janelle Crispin. That's your Hudson Valley traffic on K104.
All right, thanks a lot, Janelle. It's traffic brought to you by our friends for Awesome Wings, Tomahawk Steaks, Barbecue Ribs. Stop into Who's Bar and Grill. Route 17K, Newburgh, across from Stewart Airport. Oh, Bill, by the way, I saw your favorite person on Route 9 yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
The guy dressed as the Grim Reaper.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, and then he was even flipping me off, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Every car drove by had his finger up, and we had the sickle in the air, waving it back and forth.
I'm telling you, man. In this day and age, with all the crazy things going on in this world, the last thing we need is this guy.
What I thought of when I saw it, I was like, whatever happened to see something, say something?
Exactly, because people do say something, but...
And I'm like, why am I even going to say something? Because it's like every other month I see it.
Again.
That one is weird. The Scream one, not so. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's weird, but not weird.
We are living in unprecedented times right now.
That one's a little weird.
The last thing we need is a guy dressed up as the Grim Reaper with a backpack standing in the middle of the road.
You didn't see him flipping everybody off. Every car that drove by had his finger like that.
Well, he should. And I understand.
I just shook my head. I was like,
I understand that the police, can't do much, but I would argue that loitering in the middle of a state highway,
I would think,
is something that should not be allowed.
I was baffled, and I thought of you, Bill, when I drove by, because I remember you said that you stopped and you said,
"Well, I got a red light right next to me."
Something better to do.
I said, "Get a life."
Was it this one or a different one?
I don't know which one it was, but the one in front of Marist College.
Oh, okay. This one.
This was a couple weeks ago. You got a guy dressed as the Grim Reaper standing in front of a college campus with a backpack. I mean, honestly, seriously, this is not something that should be allowed. It should not be allowed.
I don't get it. It is still happening.
Should not be allowed.
I don't get it.
And
anyway,
that's my opinion. It should not be allowed. The things that are happening in this world.
For those that got the finger the other day, I feel for you. I was one of those too that got the finger. So.
No reason to be standing there, increasing people's anxiety.
I just shook my head. I was like, man, what has happened? I said, you know what?
People looking for attention.
Do you know what I thought? I was like, if this was after, like maybe a week or 2 weeks after September 11th, the sun was out there like that, they'd get a beat down, and they would be pulled right off of there. But here we are. How many years later? I don't know, man.
22 years later. I mean, still, it's not just about 9/11.
No, but anything. But we didn't put up with crap back then. Now we put up with this stuff.
We got national tragedies on a weekly basis in this country. The last thing we need is some moron standing in the middle of the road dressed as the Grim Reaper.
I swear I saw it. Yes, I shook my head. I know there's other people that
prove me wrong.
Had the same thing. He wasn't just
enough.
He was flipping every single car off.
And think about this.
Like, who does that?
Think about this. You're distracted by this idiot that's standing in the middle of the road, and then you crash into God forbid you crash into somebody or a pedestrian that's walking.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. We would have never put up with this crap 20 years.
We still should not put up.
We shouldn't, but we do. Anyway,
because you know why? Because we live in a state where there's really no law and order when it comes to people get arrested for gun crimes and get released.
You know I'm all about art. And if it was an artful move, whatever.
It's not.
But that's not. When you're flipping people off,
you're antagonizing people.
Yeah, that's what
you should not be able to do that.
Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you.
Man, I saw the guy by Dairy Queen the other day.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. There.
Actually, my wife said she saw him wearing like a pair of shorts because it was so hot the other day. Still had the mask on, though.
What the heck? All right, I got news coming up in just a few. I'll see your chance to win. Stay close.
The Woodman in the Morning. couldn't get out of bed.
I like the morning show.
Keeps you happy all day at work.
They're funny.
The jokes.
They're funny.
I think they're great. I love to listen to them in the morning. They always make me laugh.
It cracks me up.
They're laughing and you're laughing. It helps the commute go by faster. They're funny. They keep me entertained. It's a nice mix of people talking and music.
Wake it up with the weather on K104.
All right, Guardians. Let them know we're coming.
Get your tickets now for the biggest event in the galaxy.
Let's give them something to remember us by.
I am Groot.
Bro, not like that.
On May 5th, the final chapter begins.
You're all just making up stuff that he's saying, right?
Seems intuitive.
Oh, please.
Marvel Studios' The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Get tickets now.
What can you expect at Premier Medical Group? You can expect 13 specialties that care for you and your family, from childhood to adulthood to seniorhood. You can expect over